Salute. Salute to the people, man. What's good with the Black Goose TV family? We back up in this thing. Like we never left, man. Like we never left. I know y'all didn't expect it. And if y'all was here yesterday, y'all would have expected. But if y'all wasn't here yesterday, then you didn't expect this. Blah, blah, blah. But hey, salute. If y'all come up in here, man, like the video, comment. Appreciate the comments. Y'all been commenting lately. So keep commenting, man. That helps with the algorithm. That's the most important things. Like the video, commenting, and then also notification game. And subscribe, because a lot of y'all just be watching the videos and not subscribe. So subscribe. We back at it. Fluence is in. We up in this now. This episode 47, something like that. What's good with this in?
Yeah, man, I might as well subscribe, man. I just be subscribing and stuff. You never know what pop up in your feed. You might be bored. You be like, hey, what are you talking about today? My boy Flu gonna always have that content for you when it comes to that boxing side of the game. We always gonna go Fluence Lounge, and then we always gonna get these Zen influences, man. So you know, man, that's content on content, man. I gonna have too much at one point to be like, damn, which one do I choose?
And y'all be ready too, because there's more shit coming. So y'all just be prepared. I'm like, don't think this is just the end all be all to the channel, man. So
they
only
right.
Subscribe,
anyway,
man.
Man.
Just click on the videos.
Hey, we gonna switch it up on y'all asses today, man. Usually my boy Flu, he come in and he tell me like, you know, woo. I'm gonna be the one to be like, yo, Flu, how was your day first, boy?
Well, my day was absolutely magnificent.
Yeah,
it was astonishing. Nah, for my day was 100 times better than yesterday. My day yesterday was good. It's just, you know, some bullshit happened. Yeah. So it's all good. But my day today was a lot more better. Everything. I'll say this right here. I'll say this right now. I am slacking on the get ready for the side of the weekend game. I'm definitely slacking on that. I got a lot of things I need to do, and all I got left is tomorrow. And technically, I don't got tomorrow because I got to pick my mama up at 1 a.m. So it's like, you know, but yeah, that's the one thing. And she talked about, oh, let's just when you pick me up, let's just drive straight there. And I'm just like,
damn, she thinking you a super trooper.
I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be the one driving the whole time. So I'm like, well, let me think about it. This is gonna be a last minute decision because I'm like, all right, one way. I'm like, we drive straight there, but then I'm thinking if we drive straight there, I'm gonna have to go to sleep at some point, so I'm gonna have to nap.
You basically gonna be sleep from like, if you say you get there at 7, right? You're gonna be sleep from like 7 to 12, so you're gonna sleep the damn day away.
So I'm thinking,
you get there at 12, you're gonna be ready to go.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, let me pick you up, come back, and we'll just wake up early. We can wake up at 6, 7, whatever the case may be, and then let's drive there. I'm like, that's like, because I'm like, I'm gonna have to nap. I don't want to be just sluggish the whole Friday. I'd rather have like energy. You know what I'm saying?
So, especially if you're gonna go out. You know, Jonathan got something for you to go do on Saturday.
I'm like, most likely that's gonna be the route I'm gonna take. But she's trying to, but then also I was talking to her and she was talking about, oh, you want to be there the whole weekend? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, it's not that I want to be there the whole weekend, but I don't want to drive 5 hours and go back the next day 5 hours.
I mean, at least be there till Sunday
afternoon. That's what I'm saying.
And then come back Sunday night.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, we can leave Sunday. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, come on. Like
I'm not gonna go to Vegas on Friday and then come back on Saturday. Like, hell no.
I'm like, it was more of a drive than actually being there.
Exactly.
I spent more time on the road than actually being in the actual spot. So, but anyways, that was my bad version away from it. But yeah, my day was cool. I just got to get prepared for that. So I'm like, after this, I'm gonna do a little bit of stuff. But what I'm gonna do tomorrow, like tomorrow, I'm finna go get the cut. And then tomorrow I'm gonna come back to the crib during lunch, and I'm gonna pack during lunch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm just gonna get everything because I don't gotta even pack that much because, like I said, it's 2 days, so I just gotta get a couple white tees, a couple jeans, a couple shoes, a couple hats. That's it. Drawers, socks, all that. By the way, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was necessary to add that. That was.
I know. Anyways, if you ain't traveling with those things, man, you gonna have a terrible weekend.
All I brought was jeans, socks, and a shirt. That's it, nigga. No soap, nothing. No.
But yeah, free balling out here.
Yeah, I just letting the world know. But my day out of 5, I give it a 4.4. It was a solid 4.4.
You ate yet?
I have not eaten yet. I'll eat after this at some point. But it was a solid 4.4. I've been good. Oh yeah, also 4.4. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll make it too long.
Well, my day was good. I woke up at the crack of dawn, thought about going back to sleep, and then I thought about it. I said, "There's money to be made." So I woke my ass up, got on that road, and it was crazy because I needed to get an oil change. So I was asking my mom because I'm like, my uncle wasn't answering his phone. Like, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully he's okay, but he just ain't got back to me. I'm texting him like, "I hope you good, Aunt. You know, text me, call me when you can." nothing. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm trying to go to a shop. I'm trying to give him that good business. You feel me? But I'm like, I got to just, get in with, because it kept saying service past due. I wasn't even really worried about it. I knew my car was in good condition, because unless that check engine light come on, you good. But, so it's crazy, like how, everything work out. So I was like thinking about like, where am I going to take the car? Like I wasn't stressed, but I was thinking like, where am I going to take the car? And they're going to give me, a somewhat decent price. Cause you go some places, man. Oh, well, this is wrong and this is wrong. And, oh, well, you should get this replaced today. And yeah, I could do it for you for, the price of it's like $300. I ain't giving you 300, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so it's crazy because I had a trip, right? So I went from West Hollywood all the way to Whittier. And then from Whittier, I went to Long Beach. And my uncle's shop is in Long Beach. I'm just thinking like, how it's the grace of God for me to just go today. Like, because I was going to go tomorrow because I know he goes on Thursdays. But I was like, the grace of God put me here today. Because I'm like, I'm not going to go back to the crib. And I'm already, so I ended up getting oil change. And shout out to that brother James. You a real one, boy. Gave me a discount on my oil. Shout out to the God.
Shout out to James.
Shout out to James, man.
What's the shout out to business? Shout out to business. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Hold on. Shout out. Let me shout him out. Coast Auto Care and Tires in Long Beach. It's all PCH.
Salute.
Man, they're gonna get you right, man. It was fast too. It was crazy because he told me on the phone when I called in that it's gonna take like a couple hours. So I was in there and I had just dozed off, bro. I'm telling you, I was kind of tired. I was over to crack it down. So I was sitting there and it just seemed like it was 20 minutes, bro. He just came in. He was like, Chandler, you ready to go? I was like, yeah. I just popped on. He was like, I hate to wake you up. I'm like, nah, man, let's go. I'm like, I thought y'all was going to take some hours. He was like, nah,
not at all.
Man, I nodded, bro. I was out of there, boy. I was out of there. But long story short, I'll save that story for later for the one of those topics. But overall, my day, 4.5. It's gonna be a 4.7 after this food, though, boy. So yeah, it was a 4.5, man. Because I made good money, man. The couple I told you I took to Long Beach, they went to the airport. I was just chatting them up. It's crazy, bro. Experience and travel is undefeated, man. Because you have actually real stuff to talk about. Because I was telling them like how we was in Kentucky and when we left. Remember that when it was -4 degrees and it was snowing and all that, and you know what I'm saying, the snow didn't melt. He's like, I'm from Chicago. That snow won't melt for about a month or two. He's like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I had stuff to relate that, you know what I'm saying, that was making sense. Oh yeah, I was in Washington. I was in Tennessee. Oh, how you like Tennessee? I'm like, oh yeah, the people out there, they're real like caring and everything. They're like, yeah, man, that's South, man. It's different out there. I'm like, yeah, man. But I'm just like, I had stuff. You feel me? If I was just in one spot, I'm just like, all I know is this spot. So so it's just good. You feel me? To have experiences, man. That's just shout out to everybody out there that's gonna watch this video. Try to get some experiences, and man, I know it might be hard. If you got kids, it's really gonna be hard. But try to get some experiences and. You feel me? Just venture out a little bit, man. Try to, my boy about to go to Atlanta.
Make this specific. A young man or men, as y'all getting into that, age, that prime time age, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Financial, health, all that good stuff. Experience comes from you got to get out of your comfort zone. So. Especially to y'all, if y'all don't have kids, if y'all have kids, you know what I'm saying, do everything you got to do, make sure the kids good and they got a great future. But for y'all that got the freedom, don't coop yourself up, man. Like, that's why I had to learn. I had to teach myself that. I used to be a cooper. I used to, you know what I'm saying, Michael Cooper, you know what I'm saying, the exact opposite of the Laker. You feel me? Like, I'm beating myself, all types of shit. But it's like, nah, man, go out, experience life. You only got so long, especially in your prime, because at some point,
you're going to be the way you are now. You're going to be like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to do nothing. You're going to be about 45 years old. But if that's the time.
You might be like, I wanted to go out and do something, but nigga, you 45. You know what I'm saying? And you like, oh, man, I'm the 45 out trying to do something. So I'm like, enjoy the time. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy, your young age. Don't take that shit for advantage to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I used to do that. So now I'm just trying to really enjoy that. And then also take care of yourself, y'all. Make sure y'all take care of yourself. Y'all don't mind Zen cooking. So you got to make sure the rice and everything on point. But yeah, man, make sure y'all take care of yourself. That's why I be doing the daily check-ins. I know I ain't did the daily check-ins in the last 2 days, and that does not mean I have not been putting in the work, because I did. I forgot to do it yesterday. Today is actually my off day, but I forgot to do it yesterday. I'm gonna for sure do it tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna go out, have some fun in Atlanta, but I'm gonna be doing my daily check-ins out there. So that's why I do those. I know some of y'all be mad. I don't know what the case may be. Y'all be getting mad at me on the daily check-ins sometimes. Y'all be disliking the videos. I'm like, why do y'all dislike the daily check-ins? All I'm saying is, like, get it in. But I be doing that because I'm like, take care of yourself, especially as you get older. Like, it's really an important thing to take care of yourself. Health is wealth. That's like really, that's for real, for real. Don't be on no bullshit. But anyways, with that being said, man, we won't get into the first topic of this particular video. Y'all can see, man, we got the basketball talk. We got all types of things we're going to get into. We're going to talk about the basketball talk. We're going to talk about Tank. And then we got some things to talk about the ladies, man. So we don't know how long particularly this video or this particular, podcast is going to be tonight, but we got some things we want to get into. But first and foremost, obviously there's something that needs to be addressed, and y'all see it at the top of the video. Make sure y'all like while you're looking at it. There's competitiveness in basketball gone, period. So that was something Zen, presented to me. So, take it away, Zen. Where, how you feeling? Like, why even asking the question? Where this coming from?
It's just like, I don't know. When I used to watch the playoffs back in the day, man, like, even if every series, like, you might even know a certain team might win, they were still competitive in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like Bron, like, you don't think he's going to lose to the Wizards, but the Wizards is giving him a hell of a battle, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's interesting. Like, oh, Gibber had 40. Oh, Antoine Jameson 30. Caron Butler 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really hooping. You know what I mean? And we go to the West. Even the 8th seed, like, remember Baron Davis and them beat Dallas Mavericks? You just like, man, these playoffs is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like now it's just like they weak. Like, that Mavs and Warrior series is weak. That Heat Boston series, like, even though it's 3-2 now, you're like, oh, it's a close series. Like, every game is a blowout. Like, whoever wins, it just blows out the other team. I'm just thinking, like, how is this possible? Why is there no games that's like nail biters? Like, oh man, they're going back and forth. Oh, whoa, big shot. Like think about the Heat. Even when they played the Indiana Pacers, the Boston Celtics, you feel me? Or OKC when they went in 2012, they had to play the Spurs and the Lakers and all. Like, they're all competitive series. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not competitive. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's interesting to me to just see how, like, basketball is competitive, in my opinion. Like, I could be wrong, but I'm just feeling like the edge of competitiveness is dying off because I feel like defense isn't as emphasized. You know what I mean?
I agree with you actually 100%. I actually think another part of the play is, as great as these players are and as much as the skill level has increased, as far as like for me personally, when I say the skill level has increased over time, I mean across the board. You know what I'm saying? I mean that, you can have somebody coming off the bench having the same amount of skill level as possibly, the fourth option or the fifth option on the team. It just matters who fits with the particular rotation, where that wasn't really necessarily the case back in the day. But I think, like, the biggest thing where it comes to skill level also being a discrepancy is that each team would have a quote unquote superstar. So that's where the competitiveness would come. It would come from a pride thing where the superstar, I want to be better than you. Where now we have more so teams put together in a sense of, everything needs to fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, as much as I respect Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, but the fact that we named 3 different guys on a team, like, you think if we did that for the Lakers, you think Kobe will fly with that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, you would say Kobe and Powell, but like,
well, Kobe. Then, a lot of times it wasn't really Kobe and Powell though. We knew it was Kobe. Powell was just the perfect, because that's one thing you can't take away from Kobe. Is as great as Powell Gasol is, at the end of the day, we can't put it on the level of,
there wasn't a duo when we was looking at it back in the day. It was like Kobe versus the Boston Celtics. It wasn't like, Kobe versus the Big Three. Like, it wasn't Kobe and Powell versus the Big Three.
Yes, and that's no disrespect to Powell. That's not being disrespectful. That's just. But nowadays, we're talking about a multitude. That's why I still, even to be honest, that's why I do respect Golden State so much. Still, I know people might see it the same way, but I think Steph is really that good. I think he is that guy, because regardless, we've seen Clay. Clay's not the same. Draymond
is declining.
He's declining. He's still effective the way he was before, but Draymond's never been effective to the extent of well, not that's disrespectful. He does a lot of other things, but like as a contributor on the offensive side, you know what I'm saying, where he was like, oh, let's throw it down to Draymond, give us 20. You know what I'm saying?
What I think last time Draymond had 20 in the playoffs was that Game 7 against Cleveland when they lost.
Yeah. So, but Jordan Poole is definitely something that really helped him out. Wiggins has really shown, but I think Steph's game has shown he's different. He's a transformer of a Rip Hamilton, man. Like if Rip Hamilton was able to hit threes, that nigga would have, like, the Pistons would have beat the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? That year.
Which year?
I'm like, the year after, like after they won, they faced them again.
No, they would have went and beat the Spurs. You mean
Spurs? They
would have back to back easy.
They
would have probably won 3 in a row for real, bro. Like that team was crazy. As far as just unity.
That was the only time, and that's the thing about it. That's how rare it was for a team with unity to get that far. We talk about the Pistons.
Yeah, that was the only time they didn't have a superstar. Like when Chauncey was their best player, and Chauncey was barely he was an all-star one time or something like that.
That's why I think whether Boston or Miami get to the finals, I think Golden State's going to win. I think they're building everything up for Steve Kerr to be one of the greatest coaches of all time, for Stephen Curry to be one of the biggest legends of all time, like the next Jerry West.
And that's the only thing that's sad. I don't want to say sad because I'm not saying Steph hasn't earned it, but it's sad because it's just like a guy like AI. You feel me? I would take over Steph just because I'm just like, you know, everybody saying on his shooting, like, but I'm like, imagine if AI grew up in today's era with the same technology, with the same know-how, and people telling him, "Oh, shoot more threes." I'm pretty sure he was shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like AI was just a bucket getter. You know what I'm saying? Like even T-Mac, like Jordan too. Like imagine all these dudes.
You want me to tell you something that's crazy? I think actually it would have been. I can't really say that because it's more accepted now. But I don't think the problem was necessarily, AI shooting this and that. I think it was more the image. So it's like,
yeah,
I'm not saying I do think AI would have been a lot more successful because everyone's more open and like they don't. But I still think if AI and Steph was in the same generation, Steph would still be elevated above AI just because of the image he gives off.
Yeah,
he's married. Kids,
think about the paint back then, like, bro. AI used to get to the paint with like everybody there. Like there was no stretch bigs, bro. Like the Mutombo had to be in the paint. Tyrone Hill had to be in the paint. Like what was they was
no stretch bigs.
No stretch
bigs. That's a great point too. That's a great point too.
Imagine if he had a Joel Embiid on his team
every game.
Imagine if he had Joel Embiid on his team, bro. They win a championship easy, bro.
AI scoring 40. If James Harden's scoring what he's scoring, AI scoring 40, bro.
40, bro. Kobe, Jordan, all of them. T-Mac. Bro, Gilbert Arenas would have really, really thrived, bro. He was shooting them type of threes.
T-Mac would have thrived the most.
Yeah. What? If
KD,
like because his mindset was better than KD's, in my opinion, as far as competitiveness. Like when he played against Kobe, he was going at Kobe. I'm not saying KD didn't do his thing, but KD just did it what he did because he was 7 feet. You know, he was just that unicorn out there and he just did his thing. But I'm talking about I seen T-Mac put that nobody Orlando Magic team on his back to the playoffs year in, year out with no extra help. Grant Hill was hurt that whole time.
That's a fact. No, I think T-Mac was a crazy sensation. T-Mac was such a flash, though. It kind of bugged me how hard it is for me to really, really like remember the greatness of him. But like the flashes that I remember him, like he was just ridiculous.
Even with
because I'm like he was injured.
He was on his downhill still, but he was still cold with the Rockets.
And it's hard. Like when you watch, in my opinion, when you watch highlights of T-Mac, it doesn't even justify or show how good he is. Because low ball, when I go back and I look at highlights of T-Mac, you'd be like, man, he's kind of weak because he's just so methodical with how he plays. But that man was unstoppable, my nigga.
He was a killer, fool. He was really,
and he always had the same expression. He had the lazy eye. That boy was cold, man.
That nigga moved like this, bro.
Yeah,
he moved like this. He just get the ball, jab step over the top. Like
that's why I really loved your comparison of Luka and Paul Pierce. I was like, damn, that's actually a perfect comparison. How do you feel about that series? Sweet, I know you said, it's not competitive, but just like
I'll say this, man. Like, I think Luka's a hell of a player, right? And I'm not hating him like other people. I see a lot of hate he get on the socials. But I get why, because like we be knowing certain agendas, what they want to push and everything. But I'm like, at the end of the day, he's not no weak motherfucker. I don't care. Nobody out here saying anybody say Luka weak, they're just pure haters, in my opinion. I'm just like, there's no way you watch him play and you think he's weak. It's kind of like Paul Pierce, though. I get it. That's why I say Paul Pierce. I'm like, because Paul Pierce was never weak, bro. He just how he played and how he like just looked and carried himself. People were just, I hate Paul Pierce. And he was on Boston. I hate Paul Pierce. It's like,
I feel bad for Paul Pierce, man, every single day, because I'm like, damn, nigga, that hate carried all throughout his, even after he done playing basketball. People still don't like.
Nobody respects that nigga Paul at all, bro. And I'm just like, he really was a bucket, bro. Like,
I won't lie, I agree, but I actually agree a little bit. For some reason, his personality, something about Paul Pierce, I just be like, man,
he just it's just how he be looking, and just like what he does is just like,
he be mad extra, bro.
Yeah, like when he had went down and act like his knee was hurt, like, bro, you didn't even.
You gonna come out later talk about you got a boo boo, like, my nigga, like, you think that was gonna give you like you think
props or something?
Like,
I would have took it to the grave, like, nigga, I really had.
Everyone like, what? Like, nigga, why did you have to do all the extras, bro? Why didn't you just?
All you had to do was on that damn ball, bro. Just get a sub.
Yeah, call timeout, get a sub, go to the bathroom, nigga. You had to stop the whole game and be on a. Like,
he never watched like Mike.
Ebony and Sweet, salute.
I know, salute, man. But yeah, man. Funny, but yeah, man, I think Luka just don't have a star, man. He just doesn't have another star, and to me, Luka won't thrive with another guard or wing. He has to have a big man to thrive. Like him, Joker was on the same team. Shit, easy.
I agree with that, but
I
also disagree because he had a big man. He had Porzingis,
but a different type of big man though, because Porzingis only wanted to shoot. Like I'm talking about a big man that can actually like,
nah, man.
Catch lobs.
That might be true, but in my opinion, I'm just thinking to myself, for Luka, the best thing he wants the lane clear, right? Yeah, okay. Joker would be a good addition, but Joker would be a good addition to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
But I just say specifically
was a pick and pop player, which would complemented Luka's game perfectly because it would allow him to open up and get to the lane. In my opinion, from what they said,
always hurt though. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but still, I'm like, they give it some. But I'm like, from what I heard, Luka, he didn't fuck with Porzingis. From what I heard, he didn't fuck with him. I think Luka's having the James Harden effect right now. He's young. He's only 23 years old. I think he's doing the James Harden thing. I want the team around that I want. I don't want no other superstars. I'm going to do it my way until he realizes, that's what I think. Because that's how it came off to me.
You think so?
And that's what's. I don't know if it's true, but I'm just like, you had that. You had Porzingis, and you wanted him out of there. You wanted to be surrounded by like Spencer Dinwiddie, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Brunson, all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted it all on you, and I get it. He's doing the James Harden effect.
Well, he need to go do a little. Everybody think they Bron and they not. Only Bron James, man, and even I give Kobe to a certain degree, man, because I'm like Kobe, he could do it, but I'm like Bron, just his body, his IQ, and how he is as a person allowed him to do everything. Like it wasn't just his athleticism. We've seen a lot of athletic dudes in the league that can't do that. You know what I mean? I'm like, it was everything, like his mind, how he was. He's a team guy. He'll kick it to somebody. He's looking at somebody's demeanor. He's like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I get him some shots. I'm gonna be on this side of the floor, attract the defense, boom, catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, JR, he's looking a little sluggish right now. I gotta get JR going. So in that fourth quarter, when they doubling me, I can kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's thinking so far ahead of the game. Like, I just don't think James Harden or Luka really, like Luka probably a little bit more so, but I just don't think they think as far ahead as Bron. But because I think Bron also had the body and athleticism to do that, because he can still do it, bro. I mean, I know he's slowing down with people saying, but I'm like, you don't average 30 slowing down. I'm sorry. You don't. The man is still great right now. It is what it is. People gonna hate because they just don't want Bron to be that great. I understand.
Nah, people always gonna hate on Bron. Max said Luka gonna be like James Harden. He don't got that drive for a chip.
I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that, Max, because I'm like, I seen Luka out there. He do care about winning. It's just like Flu probably was saying, he just likes a certain type of way he want to do it.
And he's young right now.
Yeah, so it's 20. Like he wants to try early.
He in the Western Conference Finals. If he can get his, because I'm like, if he get like the problem with James, like what I meant by comparing him to James Harden's fact is who he wants to run. He wants the team that he feels like can complement his game to the most, to the extreme. That's not a bad thing if you have the drive to try and get them there. At some point, though, when you get older, you're gonna realize you're in a league where you're gonna need some help. James Harden, on the other hand, in my opinion, his motive was more so not necessarily I wanted people around to compliment my game to get to the chip. He wanted people around to compliment his game to get the statistics. Because we seen what he did when the playoffs came, and that nigga would just give up. So I want to say Luka don't got the drive. I just say more so he's just a young dude. He's like, look what I've been able to do. Like y'all questioned me when I said I didn't want Porzingis, and I got farther without him. So it's like I get it. I'm like I get the stunt, like you know what I'm saying. But at some point, I think when he gets a little older, yeah,
he gonna learn like when he gets like 27, 28. He gonna be like, all right, I ain't got no ring. People talking crazy about me now. I'm gonna look like one of these dudes that's never gonna get a chip. Because think about Giannis. Giannis said, I'm about to leave. Y'all can't give me nobody here to win. All of a sudden, they got Drew Holiday. Boom. You feel me? But Giannis wasn't on something I'm trying to do it by myself. He knew he needed help. He like, I need Eric Bledsoe not cutting it. We didn't went to the Eastern Conference Finals and we losing.
That's crazy, Eric Bledsoe. Salute to Eric Bledsoe, by the way.
But I'm just saying, like, you give me, he knew that it wasn't. He didn't have enough. He like Middleton's just not gonna cut it. Like we need something else. Boom, they get Drew Holiday. And people don't understand. The Bucks were stupid letting PJ Tucker go, because as you can see, they're in the Eastern Conference Finals with PJ Tucker, the Heat.
Well, I don't think they expected Chris Middleton to get that injury. I think they would have been fine if they had Chris Middleton. I think the Bucks win with Chris Middleton, but I think that injury was just like out of nowhere. I think they had enough chemistry where it's like PJ Tucker, he was a factor, but I'm like come on, they had Grayson Allen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing a good job. I thought he did a good job to kind of make up.
They just didn't have enough. They didn't have somebody else to help Giannis get the eyes off of him.
Yeah, and Drew's not going to necessarily do that. You know what I'm saying? We kind of know Drew's game. Like he's going to come
He's
in,
inconsistent
come out
with the scoring. You know what I'm saying? Some days it might go 10 for. He always going to sit down. That's what. But
Middleton, he going to come up like when Giannis is struggling. Middleton might just give you 30 and be like, God damn. So that's why I think it was. I think the Bucks got played. You know, Middleton got hurt. That's why I think neither the Heat or the Celtics have a chance against Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like both of them inexperienced. Heat has a better chance because they've been there, and you know their roster matches up better with Golden State because their bench is a lot stronger than Golden State. They got a lot more guards on their roster that's going to be able to guard the guards on Golden State. Like the Boston Celtics, they don't have enough guards to be able to guard. They're going to get ran. It's going to be maybe one win from Celtics if they end up getting to the finals. Heat, on the other hand, they got some solid guys that will be able to run with them. And that's my opinion. Because I'm like, if you look at the Heat roster, you got Oladipo, you got Kyle Lowry, you got Jimmy Butler, you got that young man, I forgot the dude's name with the braids.
Vincent.
Yeah. And like they got a plethora of guys that they can just, you know what I'm saying, make sure they just follow when Steph, Clay, Poole, Andrew, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to Celtics, I'm like, yeah, they got Smart, they got Brown, and they got Tatum. But the problem with that is all those guys, they need to rely on them to score as well. And because they need to rely on them to score as well, it's going to become a little bit on, and it's going to become in the factor where you're like, oh, well, that's why they're so inconsistent too. Because I'm like, some days it's like, okay, we can do both. But then on some days it's like, all right, we too tired to do both. But that's what they're relying on. Because I'm like, they don't really got nobody coming off the bench that's going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be able to handle that.
Especially if Poole coming off the bench getting that 20, 30 points.
And you got Wiggins still. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why people not acting like Wiggins wasn't a former first round pick. Like I'm like, he is not weak by any means. You seen that dunk the other night on Luka?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I said, oh, this dude crazy, boy.
The Celtics, they not gonna be able. Like I appreciate the Celtics. They're like honestly between the Celtics and Heat, I think I feel like I still got the Heat and Golden State in the finals, but I lowball feel like they go ahead. They're gonna let the Celtics get through because it's gonna be something new, and it's probably gonna get a lot of more views when when it comes to the Celtics.
I'm gonna be real with you. I know what you were saying, but I just think as far as a scoring, because you've seen the Warriors can go without scoring. Tatum can go for 50. Brown can go for 50. You know what I'm saying? I just think as far as like keeping it close, and I'm like Al Horford, he knows how to win. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying he's won a ship, but you know what I'm saying? Like he understands what he has 2 national titles at Florida, so he knows how to win. You know what I mean? So it's like I think they have enough. I just think that the Boston Celtics aren't healthy enough to beat the Warriors, in my opinion. Like you got beat up Marcus Smart. You got some other players in there with dinged up injuries. Like, you know what I mean? Like Golden State's healthy. So it's like That's the biggest thing that's going to hold Boston back is that they're not fully healthy. You feel me? Like Marcus Smart can't really run around and make it hard for Steph, and Steph can, you feel me? And if Marcus Smart just not there, then it's not going to, but see,
I don't
like
think
the
Marcus
Heat,
Smart, but I respect Marcus Smart, but I don't think Marcus Smart could guard Steph. Like if his life depended on it. Neither can Jaylen Brown, neither can Jason Tatum. I don't think any of them can guard Steph.
well, it's not about trying to guard him. It's just about making the shots tougher. That's
I
all
don't think
that
they can do
is.
that for Steph. I don't think they're that good at the defender. I think Marcus Smart is, but I just think Steph, the way he moves, I think that's not the type of, like, his defense doesn't shine guarding someone like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's
Like
more of an
Deladova,
on-ball.
yeah, like Deladova, he's an off-ball defender. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Smart, he's a good off-ball defender, but he's not. It's gonna deplete his entire offensive game trying to guard Steph. So that's not a good look for the Celtics. They need somebody else on them. They can't put Jalen on them. They can't put Jason Tatum on them. Okay, so who are we gonna put him on? Okay, well, let's go put Marcus Smart. They're probably gonna put him on Jordan Poole. Who's gonna be on Clay?
Brown or Tatum?
Who's gonna be on Wiggins?
Brown or Tatum?
You telling me the most skilled offensive players also have to worry about the defensive side as well.
I mean, they got to guard them too, though. Like, Clay ain't the same defensively.
The thing is, you can swap between. You have a lot of different lineups you can play with Golden State. So not necessarily. Maybe in the beginning of the game, but as the game moves forward and there's substitutions, that's when it starts playing. That's when the shit starts shifting because they have so many different lineups they can play with. If they lucky Gary Payton is injured because nigga, it's over. If Gary Payton,
but I'm saying, don't underestimate Al Horford. He's better than Looney.
Yeah, but they got Draymond.
Robert Williams is better than Looney. I'm just saying that their bigs are going to be better. I'm like, Draymond's fine, but if they get Draymond mentally out the game, I don't know.
That's not gonna happen. Draymond is that nigga's the most. He's the most experienced out of everybody.
I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is
Horford
I'll be more interested.
Longer, but Draymond got more. You know what I'm saying? The goal.
I'll be more interested with the Boston series just because I know Tatum can come in and go get crazy buckets. I'm not saying Jimmy can't, but Jimmy, like we already know, he'll go get 6 points.
Ain't nobody finna guard Jimmy on the Golden State Warriors. That's the thing. And Jimmy
they guarding them now on like Boston.
Jimmy, all right, just watch. Miami, I got Miami beating the Warriors. You disrespecting Jimmy. Watch, because Jimmy he'll lock Golden State. He'll lock Steph up and still drop 25.
But I'm just saying he got to get out this round, and they locked them up today. That's all I'm saying.
Bet it's tied up.
No, it's not. It's 3-2 Boston. They just won tonight.
So Boston finna go to Boston. Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Jimmy just.
You was talking about tonight. I thought you was talking about yesterday. Damn, they won again.
Yeah, bro.
Damn. All right. Well, shit. There that goes. I was there for you, nigga. I was there for you to the end, nigga. I was with you, Jimmy Buckets. Always, man. Hopefully, y'all can come back from 3-2, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's possible. We seen Bron do it.
Yeah. Well, that's 3-1, nigga. Don't disrespect Bron. What's wrong with you?
I'm talking about when he played against Boston, when he was down KG and them 3-2. And then he went crazy game 6.
I just had to make you be specific. I thought you were disrespecting one of the greatest achievements in the motherfucking history of NBA. You know
what I'm saying? We weren't even talking about the finals.
I'm just making sure everything is on point. That's all I'm saying.
This guy's crazy.
All right, so salute to that, man. We up in this. If you got anything, I feel like I spelled competitiveness wrong, but I'm not sure. Y'all let me know.
You stupid. I can't even see the whole competitive. Let me see. I'm gonna type it in and then see if
let me know. But hey, yo, the next topic we got going on hand, we got Tank done with Floyd. Is that the truth? Telling me the truth. So I'm actually going to. I got some things to say, particularly about that. I'm very happy that this is in the topic. This is actually
you forgot a T.
Okay, I'll get that done later.
It's Tiveness.
Wait, Competitit?
It's 2 Ti's.
Oh, okay, so I forgot 2 words. Well, it's not. It won't fit in the title if I put all that. So
so they're gonna have to just work with what you're saying.
Y'all gonna talk shit to me, but I don't care. Y'all always do. Y'all always got something to say. So drop it in the comments below. It helps with algorithm. I actually don't mind. But we're gonna talk about Tank being done with Floyd. Now, I want to actually ask before I get into my information and my knowledge on the situation, Young Zen, why did you want to present this?
Why did I?
Yeah. Or not necessarily why you wanted to present it, but why did this come across your mindset, and he was like, "Man, you hear about this?"
I said something about that.
Yeah, you was the one who told me to put in the title, nigga.
It was in the title when I saw it. That's why I said it.
Nigga, there was no title.
Bro, when I came in, it said, "Is Tank done with Floyd?" That's what I saw right there. That's why I said it.
All right, so y'all see Zen switching up on us. I ain't
well, I mean, anyway, I don't think I think it's all cap. To be real with you,
I did it on purpose. I misspelled it on purpose, Ebony and Sweet. I misspelled it on purpose.
You hear me though?
Yeah, you said it was all cap.
It's all cap, bro. I think he's gonna re-sign with Floyd. Like, where's he going?
That means go to the zone,
bro. For
hey,
what?
Actually, I got some footage for y'all. I'm gonna pull up. Hopefully, the internet. I changed, by the way. I put the new Xbox plugged in. But go ahead. But no, I changed for y'all. I got the new shit up in here. So, but I got some footage for y'all actually, where it actually proves everything that Javante is saying. Y'all can go ahead and check out them videos I dropped. But I'm gonna pull this up. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just think it's cap, bro. I'm like, why are you done with Floyd?
You don't think he'll go somewhere else? He got Oscar De La Hoya, man. Canelo left Oscar De La Hoya. You don't think it's possible for him to leave Floyd? Like, I think that's disrespectful.
I just think
you think you think he don't got that in him.
I'm just like, Canelo was a $250 million man. Tank ain't no $250 man.
How you know that? You counting pockets, nigga?
I just know he not. And I don't gotta count his pockets. The pockets is all online. Unless he doing some crazy shit outside of boxing, nigga.
All right, I got y'all right now. I'm finna hit y'all with some footage in this bitch. My bad. I'm about to hit y'all with the footage, man. Look at this. Pull it up. Pull it up. What do you got to say right here? Check it out. My bad, y'all. A little delay on the side of the game. Wind that back. There you go. On the Brian all right, here we go. So you can make on the Brian podcast. Care to give the reasons for what started your desire to? I didn't say I leave. I said contract. So there's still a possibility. Did any of y'all hear that? Because there's a whole lot of shit going on in the background, and that nigga was, both of them was mumbling like a mug. You got your shit on mute, nigga.
My bad. I didn't hear nothing, to be real with you, bro.
Did you hear any noise? Did you hear the sound?
All I heard was
okay. As long as y'all heard the sound, yeah, they was mumbling like a mug. So basically, I'm gonna rewind it back. So once I tell you guys, you'll be able to make it out. So the dude with the glasses, he said, "So we heard that you're going to be leaving the Mayweather camp. Is that true?" And then Javante responded, and he said, "I never said I was going to leave. I just said my contract was up."
Come on, bro. I'm already knowing this is all just publicity. So people's like, "What, Floyd?"
But real quick, I'm just rewind it back to let y'all watch the thing and see if you guys can make it out. My bad. Reasons for what started your desire to? I didn't say I leave. I said contract. Y'all hear him that time?
Yeah, I heard it.
You hear him that time? All right. And right after the dude with the glasses, he says, is there a possibility that you resign with them? And you'll see Javante shake his head up and down. So I'm gonna rewind that so y'all can hear that. I'm gonna go back some. There you go. Reasons for what started your desire to? I didn't say I leave. I said contract. So there's still a possibility that you make a sign. If you're victorious. So did you hear that last part?
You say yes.
Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure. I know it's hard to hear because they got a whole lot of shit going on in the background, all that type of shit.
Yeah, poor microphone quality, man. They supposed to pick that shit up.
Both of them was mumbling too, though. I'm like, God damn.
I'm like, hey, yo, speak up, Tank. Shit.
Speaking to the goddamn mic, nigga.
But yeah, bro, I already seen it before everybody else probably saw it, bro. I'm like, bro, they gotta sell the fight. That's all it is, bro. Like, what were we talking about yesterday? Floyd is the money grabber. You put that boy Floyd name in the tablet, like, but what's going on with Floyd? Tank, he leaving.
Oh no!
So everybody's gonna be like, well, this is his last fight with TMT. I want to see what's gonna happen next. So everybody gonna tune in just for that. And then when he resigns, I'm like, oh damn, I guess they cool again.
And just like what Ebony Sweet said, Tank was kind of backtracking. I think he stays. Of course, he was backtracking because we're getting closer to the actual fight happening, which means most likely they probably have a deal already played out. Like, hey, once you beat Rolly, here's the deal. You sign it. We motherfucking rejoicing and we calling everybody out. It's all planned. It's all orchestrated. It's all part of marketing. It's all part of business. It's all part of negotiating. This is what they do. It's nothing.
And you know how I knew it? Because what was I saying yesterday? I said, no matter what nobody say, Floyd, when it comes to this business shit, he know what he doing. Al Heyman gave him the blueprint.
Bruh. And then I'm like, what I loved about that was Tank was very specific when he asked him the question. He was like, and there's a possibility you leave and blah blah. I never said that. I just said my contract was up. Oh, so you're saying there's a possibility of resigning? Yeah. I was like, damn. Like I'm like, if anyone pays attention, I'm like, that literally that 10 seconds kills all this other shit where people's gonna be reporting like, oh, Tank, this is the last fight. I'm like, bro, he's gonna resign. I'm like, he made it clear. All this other shit don't matter.
I been knew though. I'm just like, bro, where's he going? Like, where is that little nigga going? Eddie Hearn don't give a fuck about him. He got Devin Haney. I'm like, yeah nigga, get in line, nigga.
We'll see how good Bob Arum treats Devin Haney. Let's see if Devin Haney decides to go back. We'll
Bob
see. Because he's let me speak. I gotta use a battling, but yes, Bob Arum, he's with him. He got a 3-fight. He has a 3-fight deal with Top
ESPN.
Rank. Yeah, that's why he's fighting George Kambosos twice, and he has to fight Lomachenko if he beats him twice. That's why Devin Haney is a goddamn GOAT, because at 23 years old, he had to leave his promoter Eddie. And in order for him to get his chance at Undisputed, or whatever the case may be, Undisputed, excuse me, he had to sign with Top because he wasn't supposed to get the fight. Lomachenko was. And that's why everybody's just talking shit about Devin. I'm like, y'all cap, because I'm like, he said, hey, when Loma had the deal, he said, I'll take the same deal as Loma if you give me the chance. Loma was out. He took the same deal as Loma.
Then he don't get the rematch, right?
If he loses, he don't get no rematch. He's out of there. So he's betting on himself. And his daddy right now, it doesn't seem like he's gonna be able to get cleared for his visa to go to Australia for the first fight.
Oh, he gonna be geeked up, boy. Watch, I swear, Devin Haney gonna shock the world. He gonna be Lil Ali. He gonna be Lil Ali. Ooh ooh ooh. What's up with y'all though, man? Let me get my Barry White voice on. What's going on with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all doing good out there, man. Hope y'all you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all feeling good out there, man. I hope y'all had a great day. You know what I'm saying? I hope tomorrow you have a better day. And if you feel like today was the best day you ever had in your life, well, I hope tomorrow can have the second best day of your life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I just wanted to get my Barry White voice and let y'all niggas know that, you know what I'm saying, that judge denies NFL motion to dismiss Judge Gruden lawsuit. Oh, dang, that boy in hot water right there. Sizzling. They got Brittany Griner on the TV. What's up with her? Ain't nobody saying nothing about her. That's a shame, man. She was the best big man in the league. Now she over there in Russia in a prison, man. They got her in shackles. Oh Lord Jesus. Ooh, Lord Jesus. I said, Lord, I wish I had a gas car, man. Hey, shout out to you, Ebony Sweet. I'm telling you, man, I can get to that. Like my voice be sounding high pitched sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I blame my mama, but I get that that deepness because my daddy kind of has a deep voice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like super loud or whatever. I mean, it's not like super super deep, but like when he speaks, like it has like a certain tone to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I can be able to go lower. You know what I'm saying? We got Flu back. He don't even know about the Barry White boys, boy. He gonna see though.
Well, I miss.
Not too much, man. You feel me? My boy, Ebony Sweet heard the Barry White boys. You
What was you doing, nigga? You was singing?
Nah, I just was talking in like a Barry White voice, letting them know how peace and positivity. You want to hear it? You ain't heard it. I was like, all y'all out there today, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good week out there, you know what I'm saying? Look, you know, that's how Barry White used to come in like, yeah, lower and lower, faster and faster. You got to keep going harder and harder.
And then somebody just come out of the background and be like, oh, oh God.
Lord jeez.
All right. Oh, I forgot. What was the last thing we was talking about?
We talking about Tank, man, and their capness. Oh, he's talking about Devin Haney, though, going over there and shocking the world like Lil Ali.
His pops ain't gonna be there. By the way, we got some greatness coming into
Why
the
won't they
last
give him a
topic.
visa,
I can't
though?
wait to this last topic, goddammit. Huh?
Why won't they give him his visa?
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? He was dealing and willing, you know what I'm saying? Take care of business, make sure he put some bread, you know what I'm saying, food on the table, you know what I'm saying, for the family. You know what I'm saying?
And so his son, in return, giving that boy his best life.
Yo, I can't remember who it is. I can look it up. I want to give this motherfucker. Look, when I did the video, I did the video where I was like, Bob Earl said he was working on trying to make sure he was gonna get clear. Nigga just commented, Bob Earl ain't working on shit.
Oh God!
I was like, nigga, you right. I was like, that nigga just talking. That shit had me rolling.
When Bob get into the ring, boy, he look like he be lost. He be like Joe Biden, and he be like,
oh, bro,
like he be lost. Like, I think I'm here because of a fight. I think that's my boxer. He be looking lost up in there, boy.
Nah, yeah, I was like, when the nigga wrote that, I was like, that nigga's right. That nigga Bob Earl ain't working on shit.
Bro, Bob Earl,
talking.
as soon as he said that comment, went right to his estate, nigga, and was like, am I supposed to eat tonight? Yes, Bob. He forgot everything he said, nigga.
Shit.
Somebody put up.
Why you going at Bob? Are you working like that, man?
Are you working with Are you working on Devin Haney's father getting that visa? He has a father.
I thought most of them didn't have fathers.
Oh my God, bro. We going crazy, bro. Oh. If Bob see this, he can be like, I knew it. Cancel him. But yeah, man.
Nah, but yeah, he out there, man.
He's gonna win his fight though, man. Rolly, I mean, now you got Tank knocking Rolly out, or you think it's gonna be a decision?
Man, I love Tank, man. I love his you know what I'm saying? All the shit I want to talk about Tank, or not shit. I'm like all the love I want to show toward Rolly. I appreciate Rolly and everything is, but Tank, man, Tank's just different, man. I got Tank knocking out Rolly in 6.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be easy too. I'm like, because my homie was like, you think he's gonna knock Rolly out? I said, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think at the first 3-4 rounds, Rolly's gonna look like he's doing a lot, but then Tank gonna put that man to bed early.
Tank different. I'm like, he little, but he different. I can imagine being 27 and being 5'6", but he's different.
He's really 5'5". When he stand next to Floyd, he looks short, and Floyd is short.
That's why he got power though. So respect to that.
But I'm just saying, like, one thing that, and you know, I've been a Tank fan.
Just take it like, damn, I'm trying. I said, he really 5'5". I'm like,
nah, bro, he's really.
I thought you was gonna say like he really 5'9". Like this nigga.
Nah, that man 5'5".
That's crazy. But go ahead.
But nah, bro. One thing I always liked about Tank, I'm like, he was never like, he was cocky in a sense when he got in the ring, but like he was always humble. Like he was just always like, I could just tell like he was really from the mud. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why when him and AB start getting together. But see, why him and AB can't work, you know, or maybe
nobody from the mud like AB, man. AB is from the mud of the depths.
But I'm saying why they couldn't work is because even though we was talking about how him and Floyd's personalities is the same, it's different at the same time. Like AB is just a whole different type of guy, in my opinion.
That's
like
because
Floyd,
he really from that shit though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, AB's not a petty nigga.
None of them niggas like that, like Javante, Floyd, none of them niggas is really from like AB's really, you know what I'm saying? So,
but I'm just saying, like, he's not petty though. Like, he doesn't like, if he fuck with you, he really fuck with you. You feel me?
Yeah,
but
that's a good point. Yeah, good point. But that's the reason why, also though, because of that.
Like Robert Easter Jr., he still be shouting like him out, even though I forgot he was fighting, bro. I saw it on his gram. I was like,
Chill,
damn,
bro. Chill. That's disrespectful.
I'm sorry. I'm being real,
That's
bro, because I'm like,
disrespectful.
I haven't even seen nothing on that man.
That's disrespectful. That's because he got shot, nigga.
Oh, he did? See, there you
Yeah.
go. I didn't know he got shot.
Niggas tried to rob him, my nigga. So he's coming. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying?
Well, I hope that brother get better, man. I didn't
He's
know that.
good.
I'm
He
not.
coming back. He recovering. But I'm like, he just
I
like,
wasn't trying
chill.
to be disrespectful. I was really being honest. I'm like, until AB posted about him. Did you feel me? I found out why. Because AB, he's still fucking with his guys. You feel me? I'm just saying.
Easter is cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could, if Easter didn't do no bullshit and take that Mikey Garcia fight right after AB, he could have beat Mikey. He should have just took a couple years. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
What's up with everybody trying to fight everybody AB fight right after? What's up with that?
Man, AB generates a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
All I know is, man, AB, man,
You may
I
never
don't
get
know how
that back.
he is personally, but he take care of all his kids, man. You
There
feel
you
me?
go.
He be out here, you feel me? He a fool though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, even though he has money, I feel like he acted like that without the money. You know what I'm saying? But like he always, like what he say on Flip's podcast, nigga, what? I ain't touching fight money. What was you talking about? So,
well, don't say that. He broke. Come on now. You know that nigga still fighting court cases, nigga. Come on, man. I know nobody watching this shit, but come on, man.
Niggas still fighting court cases. It don't matter what I said, bro. He got $13.
Hey, B, hey, one day at some point you gonna see this shit. Hey, nigga, come on, do an interview. You see, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but love over here, nigga. I ain't got no bullshit ass shit to say.
No.
Yes, I'll be on some bullshit. Hey, look. All right, well, I want to get into the last topic. Before we get into the last topic, I do want to ask you this. We talked about this a little bit last, but you got out of here kind of quick last time. So I just do want to ask you about this particular topic. Lions in the camp. Yard getting the winner of Better River Joe Smith Jr. I just want to get your thoughts on that, just real quick.
Willie?
Yes.
Just depends how he trains, really.
You think he has a chance? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, Yard has power. I'm like, anybody that got power has a chance. It just depends what the training is going to be. Can he have that power all the time? Because remember, against Kovalov, only reason he didn't win because he gassed out. He gave all his power in the 8th round, and after that, he had nothing left.
But do you know, you remember he brought in a new trainer? He still has my guy Tunde Ajaya. I'm sorry, I forget the new trainer he brought in, but he's very skilled. But he brought him in. So we got a co-train type thing. You see what he did to Lyndon Arthur on the second fight? I thought he won the first fight. I got a lot of hate from y'all. A lot of you UK guys came at me. I remember that video.
Now I remember because he was
crazy.
amped up when he won that second fight. I told y'all,
and he
Anthony
won.
Yard. You was hyped.
So,
I remember that.
And he stopped him. So I'm just like,
wait a minute. I just seen that comment. Rolly win by 5th round TKO.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. My bad.
My
bad, Ebony Sweet. You like that? This nigga just ignored.
I just looked. I said, Rolly.
Put it on the screen and not even address the comment. You right. How you feel about that right there, Zen?
Well,
let me know your thoughts.
If he put money on that, he gonna lose it.
How you feel about that, Ebony Sweet? He's saying, your prediction is ridiculous. Rolly wins by TK. Hey,
I'm gonna be Rolly knocked out with the motor that Tank got. Like I seen Tank losing to Mario Barrios. Floyd came up to me. He was like, "You're losing." He said, "What?" He said, "I just care about you, bro. I care about you. I care about you." And then all of a sudden, Tank just got a knockdown immediately the next round.
Who do you think wins between Mario and Rolly?
Mario Barrios?
Mm-hmm.
Barrios?
So I got Rolly knocking out Mario in probably 5. How you feel about that?
I just remember Keith Thurman just pieced that man up. So it's like,
I don't think he's at a bigger weight. That's not weight drain. I'm not talking about Rolly moves up to 147. That's a different story. But at the weight he was at, I think he is knocked out quick from Rolly Romero.
So you're saying Rolly would knock out Mario Barrios faster than Tank?
Yes. And I remember Gervonta moved up to 140. Oh, I mean, Sweet said, I'm losing money. He got the eyes. Really going to surprise the world. I understand it. You know what I'm saying?
All I know is I know Tank worked hard. I don't know what Rolly's work ethic is, so maybe he could.
What you mean you don't know what work ethic? You didn't see the video where I clickbaited everybody?
Nah, man.
You didn't see it. I clickbaited.
No
I said Rolly on the juice because Rolly like, okay, hey.
I did remember you was.
I'm pulling it up. Yep. Because I'm like, I appreciate the one comment too. Somebody commented under. They was like, at least you admitted you clickbaited. I was like, yeah, I was just fucking with you. All right, well, we gonna pull it up. I'm gonna find it. Let me find the video. Give me a second. Because apparently, my guy Zen doesn't know how great in shape Rolly is for this fight.
It's not about the shape though. It's about the preparation for the fight. Are you gonna take Tank serious?
The shape is equivalent to the preparation.
But it's about the mindset with the shape. If I
haven't
go
seen
run miles to get in shape, but I'm not gonna take my opponent that I play serious, those miles not gonna translate.
But when you run those miles, you ain't gonna be doing the right things to make sure that you're getting the most out of it, so you're in most prepared for that particular opponent. It's gonna be how you train, not how much you train. Does that make sense?
I just think it's all his mindset, man. Because Canelo
you can run
probably
3 miles. You can run 3 miles, and it don't mean shit. You can run 3 miles.
So did Canelo train for Bivol?
Absolutely.
And what happened? He got work because his mindset was this is gonna be easy work. I'm just saying, if he goes in there with the wrong mindset, he can lose. Floyd always says, "I'm never comfortable. I don't care who I'm fighting. I'm always thinking anything can happen. I'm always on my P's and Q's." That's why he never lost, because he never took an opponent, no matter if they was better, weak, whatever, anybody put the sauce on. He trained everybody the same. I'm going to go in here and go get these niggas that defensive work. That's what I'm saying. So it's all about the mindset. I see Tank's mindset is, I'm going to kill this young man because I'm tired of the TMT gym boosting this motherfucker up. I'm tired of him calling me a short T-Rex midget.
That's crazy.
That's what he was calling him. You midget, you got T-Rex arms. I was like, damn, he going crazy on him. Am I wrong, bro? Rolly was on him.
Well, your Rolly impression, that was hilarious. So you got T-Rex.
You got T-Rex arms. Fuck is this?
That's exactly how he be sounding, bro.
Bro, he be sounding like a little kid. Like,
look,
Rolly the type of guy, if you was to shoot, like, he would hate you, Flu. You probably make him cry. Like, he would hate you because you would just get him. But he'll lose badly.
He won't fight me. He too little, that's why. You too little.
He'll try to, but I'm just saying he would lose badly. You hit him with one of them Wonder Boy kicks to the head, it's over for him. It's curtains.
He does do judo though. Well, he used to. He don't do it no more. But he used to do judo. So I'm like, he might be good.
Judo.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about judo. I'm talking about you Wonder Boy kicking him in the head. It's over for him. You don't even go. He ain't gonna see it coming. He gonna be bam. He gonna be asleep.
I'm back though. I need to get back though, like full time train. Look, he added some size. Looking great shape.
Hey, what happened to Deontay Wilder when he added size? I'm just asking.
Oh man, Zen got all the comebacks right now, man.
I'm just saying, Deontay Wilder was knocking everybody, putting him to bed. He put on that weight. He got tired.
He put on that weight. He just got tired. He was out there just looking like he wasn't him. He was great in the first 3 rounds, and after that, man, we didn't know what was going on. Like, Deontay, why you ever? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there y'all go, man. He look in great shape though, man. Look like he got all the HGH and all that. Rolly in that one punch, he got better at karate than boxing.
Is Rolly southpaw or orthodox?
Orthodox.
It's over for him. He's never going against a beast like that in southpaw, man.
Or southpaw.
You always made the point.
Southpaw. I can't remember, man. To be honest with you,
I Google it. But you always made the point. If a southpaw is going,
he's making 135. He said he is. My bad.
No, I'm just saying. You always told me this. I'll never forget it. You always was like, look, orthodox fighters can be good, but if the orthodox fighter does not know how to go against a southpaw, he's most times going to lose because it's just you're fighting a different type of person. You move this way, now you have to move this way to counterbat that left hand. He's like, a lot of people can't adjust like that. He's like, you can train for it, but if you're not used to fighting those, he's like, Floyd was one of the only people that fight either side, either style, and still be effective.
Oh, sorry, that was funny. I was funny though. He said, "No, okay, you got."
You ever seen this? Man.
That's funny.
It is funny.
I think that's why maybe I'm having trouble. I'm telling you, he's something. I can't remember what it was. I think he's southpaw. I think
it's crazy because he calls Tank a midget like he not 5'8". Like, bro, chill out, bro. Now, if he was 5'10", 5'11", then I'd be like, all right, maybe.
But think about this though. Think about this. If you're short and someone's shorter than you, you're probably like, bro, this motherfucker's a midget because I'm short. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's the logic I'm thinking to myself about. Because I'm like, I I remember when Dominic Cruz used to do that to Uriah Faber. He used to be like, "Oh, you short little midget," and I'm like, "Cruz, you only like 5'8", nigga." Like, what?
Oh my gosh, bro. Do you really think Rolly's ready for Tank, bro? Be honest.
Nah, he's not, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think the one thing that's gonna favor Tank, that favors Rolly, is the fact that he is a much bigger guy than Tank. Like, naturally,
You talking about
he's a much
size
bigger-
wise?
Yes, he's a much bigger person.
They say Rolly
So-
is orthodox, but like my boy R West said,
so
he's
that
neither.
tells you I didn't know. So,
He
but I'm
said
like, but he's gonna use that to his advantage. His size is gonna be to his, because and also he's very good at judo, so he's gonna be able to. That's why he's very good at dirty boxing. He's able to understand the clinch game. He's able to utilize that to his advantage. A good fight for how long? I got it for 6 rounds. I got a good fight for 6 rounds, and you know what I'm saying, out of there. Ebony and Sweet said he got a fifth round TKO by Rolly. He think Rolly gonna shock the world. So
Rolly does not have any Ali in him. I'm sorry.
Real quick, I don't want to shift the conversation, but y'all want to see some new shit from Deontay Wilder?
Is mitt work or something?
Nah, just oh well. I'm all over the place right now. Hold on.
He's still with Malik?
I don't know who he's with that, but it don't got nothing to do with boxing. But oh, my bad.
Hey,
there you go.
Reach only matters if the person knows how to utilize that reach, and I'm pretty sure Rolly doesn't have that experience yet to utilize that, man.
I'm like he got to be, but that's how he's working. He's working on that. Like, that's how basically he is doing. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a lot of his training.
Sweet, I think you just trolling now. I don't think you ever seen Tank fight, because I'm like, Tank knows how to get in the inside very well, no matter the opponent.
No, I'll give Ebony and Sweet this. Ebony and Sweet is actually a Rolly fan. Like I've seen he's actually a Rolly fan.
This is what it is. Then he's just liking Rolly, because there's no way he believing that Tank can't get in the inside. I'm like, his uppercut and his body shot work is amazing.
Look, our West thing is not new footage. It is new footage. It just popped up on Fight Hype. Like, this is some new footage. God damn it. That's what they say. We'll see. But I'm like, this he just did. He just had the ceremony. I don't know if you already seen it, but
no, I didn't even know he had a video out.
And voted, and now I got a statue that let them know. That let me know, and that let me know how important I am to everyone.
I'd like to thank each and every last one of you guys, all you beautiful people, all you guys.
Nigga look like he preaching.
Thank you guys so much for coming out, giving my speech.
That nigga got on
celebrating this moment with me. This is one of the most nicest
minister robe,
nigga. Good nigga robes, nigga. The collection plate. The collection plate coming around, brother man. Go ahead and drop
if y'all want to donate.
You type of nigga that
donate to the car.
That nigga got 3 collection plates dropping. The service is, I just want to swing this collection plate one more time. Give your money to Jesus, Lord.
Look, I don't know nothing that Sister Cheryl is talking about. I don't know her. I ain't never talked to her after the time or church is over. She's talking about getting impregnated.
I gotta change the hair, my hairstyle different now, but
said that Dr. Umar or Wilder.
Why that nigga touching on the statue like that?
I don't know, nigga. That nigga, he feeling himself too much, my nigga. Like, damn, nigga, you gonna touch yourself? You gonna be touching yourself in the mirror when you watch up?
This nigga gave himself a hug, nigga. That's crazy, bro.
I feel him though, because you know Deontay Wilder really is from the mud, so he never thought in his life niggas would give that nigga a statue.
Bro, that nigga gave that nigga a hug, bro. That shit.
I know you're not trying to rewind that, bro.
That nigga gave that nigga a hug, bro. I'm sorry, I gotta see the hug one more time, nigga. That shit. I'm Team Rolly, I believe in my man. Hey, Rolly finna get knocked out.
Oh God, I'm sorry, man. He out of here.
Look, he finna hug this nigga. I get it though. I probably hug myself too. If I seen myself and I could hug myself, I'd be like, "What's up, Nick?" You know what I'm saying? Is that crazy? Look, this nigga lead like, come on, man. My only one like that shit.
Because that was a chick or something. Like, why he grabbing his neck like that? Like, damn, you grabbing like you caressing the chick.
Head on this nigga. I get it though. I respect it for real. I know I'm talking shit. Look, that nigga hugged. Like, I know I'm talking shit. I do the same thing. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm not. I know I sound like I'm just being an asshole. That shit. Come on, man. You gotta make lights of this shit. Anyways, I do.
It's gotten crazy, man.
Hey, look. Okay, all right. So, hey, man. I apparently some. I'm sorry. That was a great video. I had to show that. I was like, hey, we got some new footage on Deontay. Y'all think Deontay coming back real quick? Is the last question. I'll leave it at this. Is this for Deontay? Do y'all think Deontay really coming back?
He probably got like one or two fights. It all depends if Fury retires, bro.
Sound like a bug.
If
he got one or
Fury
two fights?
retires, then he'll be first in line to get the WBO belt back. And I see him coming back for that. But if he's not coming back for a title, if he's not fighting like a Joshua or somebody that just makes sense, then I don't think he is. Like you said, what else he got to prove?
Do you want to see him come back?
I mean, yeah, I guess I do want to see one more iconic type of knockout just to add to his resume to show people that, look, Fury's just that nigga. You get me? That's all I really want people to see. Like, Fury's just that nigga. Like anybody else can get, like, slept. You feel me? Like, if he goes and knocks out, like, a Dillian White or a Joshua, maybe a Usyk or George Joyce or something, like, he knocked somebody out like that, everybody has to.
So check this out. What if I said this? Anthony Joshua versus Usyk 2 is in jeopardy for happening in July 23rd. You know what I'm saying? If they don't make something happen within the next couple of weeks, it's done. They're going to have to think about something else or postpone it probably till later in the year. Or even if they can, we got to figure it out.
Because of Ukraine situation?
It's because they can't. Exactly. So they can't find a particular place to host it. Because you got to think about it. Eddie Hearn is thinking, because you got to understand, Eddie Hearn's not a U.S. promoter. You see what I'm saying? So it's either you got to find a venue in the UK to do it, or you have to do it in Saudi Arabia. Usyk is in the US right now. Usyk is in the US. So he's going to be spending a lot of money doing a venue in the US hosting Anthony Joshua versus Usyk, and that's not going to be to Anthony Joshua's benefit. So he either has to do it on level terms in Saudi Arabia, or he wants to try and get in the UK. But now getting Usyk from the US to the UK, that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? Because we still have, COVID and all that stuff. So that's jeopardy right now. And that's why Tyson Fury is waiting around to see what happens with that, because I think what's going to happen, if that doesn't end up happening, if Usyk and Joshua doesn't end up happening, guarantee you we see Tyson Fury versus Usyk. He's in the US for a certain reason.
I can see that.
I
agree, R-West. I agree. I've been telling this man that.
Fight still next to Spence Crawford. Spence Crawford. I'll give this shout out to Carcino, man. Jamel Charlo, I love you. I love you, bro. You a beast. You one of my favorite fighters, but you just holding Terrence Crawford's belts right now, brother. That's all you doing. Earl does not want to smoke with Terrence. If he did, that fight would have been made. There's nothing holding him back from making the fight. That fight will not happen, people. So please don't get your hopes up.
Earl is a ducker. So if we see that Terrence fights Jamel, we can just put in the ring that Spence is afraid of that man.
I don't know anything about that.
Not afraid, but he doesn't want to jeopardize that against him.
I don't know what it is. Look, I'm not gonna act like I know what it is. All I know is that fight's not going to happen, and it can't happen. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying isn't you know what I'm saying firm. It ain't written in the books. But this is how I feel personally. I'm like, that fight's not going to happen. We're gonna see Terrence, because I'm like, and the reason why I think that is because Terrence and Earl, they're not young men. Yes, Earl is a couple years younger than Terrence, but he has a lot of damage on his body. There's not a lot, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, we're going into a new generation of boxing, so that's the reason why. We were talking about maybe like a couple years ago, where Terrence Crawford now leaves Top Rank, all this type of things. Okay, bet maybe it's happening, but I'm like, we're at the point right now that Terrence Crawford understands that his time is ticking, and he's like, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make sure that I really, really submit my legacy. And the most what makes the most sense is me fighting Jamel, because Jamel, who else is Jamel going to fight right now? We don't want to see him fight nobody else. Jerry Hurd is not in the picture no more. That's what we wanted to see. He's out. We don't want to see Tony Harrison. I love you, brother, but no. You know what I'm saying? Who's the next biggest thing right now for Jamel to fight? It's going to be Terrence Crawford, and that's a bigger fight than Earl Spence.
Yeah, because he'll unify the division.
Not only will he unify the division, but this nigga just dominated. He just broke record books. You feel me?
Floyd never did that.
So I'm like, let's not act like it's a bigger fight to fight Jamel than it is to fight Earl for Terrence. Terrence has options. Earl doesn't. Earl, you want to go fight Jamel?
Now you're not gonna fight his boy.
ROS. Earl did everything he said he was going to do. Only fans of said fight is just for fans because he didn't fight anyone. Smith's fight, really good fight. ROS, look, I'm not talking shit toward Earl because I know ROS. ROS is an Earl fan. I understand that. I'm not disrespecting Earl. I'm just saying the cards are not either of their favors. If Earl never had gotten to that car accident, God bless his soul, and I'm happy he's good, he would have all the chips on his table. But I'm like, since then, you can see, I'm like, like you could tell Earl got one foot out the door right now. You can tell he's like, I just want to do this, this, and that. And I'm like, that is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you think Terrence would why do you think Terrence has to fight Earl Spence when he could fight Jamel? Who would you rather fight? Would you fight Earl? Or would you go up and get undisputed at 154 and get Jamel?
Won't he make it undisputed if he fights Earl though?
Yeah. But what would you rather be undisputed at? 147 or 154?
Shit, you do 154. That's something not too many people have ever done.
I'm just saying, everybody be like, this is my thing. Like, people want to talk all this shit and all this stuff, but everyone applauds Canelo for what he did. He went up and he just fought Sergey Kovalev, right? And then he didn't make it undisputed. It wasn't for all the belts. He went against an old withered, you know, Canelo was this good. So why can't we give Terrence that same praise rather than being like, oh, you ducking Earl? Like, how? I'm like, Terrence has a power position. He has options. He can even fight Keith Thurman if he wanted to.
And I would do numbers.
Crawford is capping to me. If he can't get Earl, how can he get Charles? They both are PBC. It's because he's a free agent, R. West. He ain't tied down by nobody. So he can do exactly what Devin Haney just did. He can fight, he can sign a 3-fight, because that's now what the new wave is. I can sign a 2-fight deal with PBC. Yo, I want to fight Earl Spence, and if it has to be a rematch clause, bet. If there's no rematch clause, if you want me to have to fight after that, Charlo, bet. I want to do that. That's what I want. He can demand those things, and it has to make sense money-wise. 147 and heavyweights are the glamour division in boxing, though. You're right, but that doesn't make any difference. That doesn't make no difference, because even at the same time, Canelo's changing that, because now everyone's talking about what's going on in the super middleweight division, what's going on in the light heavyweight division. You got people talking about Bivol. No one in America talked about Bivol. No one.
Right.
So I'm like shit is switching now. PBC think they got the upper hand. But no, I know that. I know you don't think Crawford is ducking. I'm just saying, like, don't get misled. Let me say that. Don't get misled. Just understand.
Crawford's in a better position just because he can not only go just beat Jamel and get all the belts, he can come back down if he really wanted to and go fight Earl. Or he can have Earl come up and fight him.
And I'm not saying Earl can't do that. He can, but he won't fight his boy. Like Zen said earlier, that's his boy. So that's why there's like Earl can do the same exact thing, but it's his boy. Canelo and Floyd are anomalies, though. They're different when it comes to boxing. You're right. But a lot of times when we talk about greatness, we're going to measure it to the greatest all time, especially when it comes to sports. So when we're talking about a lot of things, what are we going to do? This is the greatest achieved. So a lot of times when we're talking about something, this is going to be the measurement to it. This is going to be the comparison to it. You can't get away from that, because that's what sports is. It's measured by statistics. It's measured by what you accomplish. So I understand there are anomalies, but this is what we have to go by when it comes to the graph. You know what I'm saying? This is what it comes by, the standards. But we're not saying that they have to be them. We're just saying this is what has been achieved. What if Al doesn't give Crawford Charlo, though? Al, if Crawford signs the right deal,
he'll get it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Crawford's at the end of his rope, so somebody's gonna want to cash out on what he got left in his career. Nobody gonna be stupid. Like Bob Arum, he feel like I made enough on Crawford. Even he said, I could have built a house in Malibu on the money I lost on, but he ain't lose no damn money on Crawford. That's just he just wish he could have capitalized more on Crawford. But Crawford's not a Bob is too old to promote Crawford. Like Tyson Fury promoted himself. You know what I'm saying? How he is and what he does and who the woo. You feel me? Like that's just how Tyson Fury is. You feel me? Like Lomachenko, he has a whole country. Like Crawford's a nigga from Nebraska, bro. Like, come on, man. We ain't never seen a nigga from Nebraska do what he's doing, bro. Let's just be real.
That's a fact.
So it's just like, man, you talking about anomaly? He's an anomaly. How many people you know switch stances and still dominate in both stances? Ain't been too many people. But Al knows Crawford will likely leave after 2 fights. I can't afford to lose those belts.
But how much longer you got with Earl, though?
Exactly.
So I'm like, that's really the case. I'm like, Earl's already kind of expressed this fact, like, okay, I only have this much time left. This is what I want to fight. I'm like, so I think it's kind of the same risk. I don't think it's any different. I always come with the question. God damn.
But he starts off orthodox every fight.
Yeah, Crawford. He's you can't say I'm like he's southpaw. Like I'm like he does finish a lot of the fights southpaw, but I'm like he's orthodox. Honestly, you can just say really he's ambidextrous, and I'm like
he can do it. He can do it all.
Yeah.
How you want it, he'll serve it. Exactly. Al needs to golf them belts. He got Boots really next. Yeah. I like Boots though. I think Boots is a beast. But how you feeling though, Flu? I know we can keep going for on and on, but how you feeling, dog?
Yeah, we don't want to keep this thing up too late.
Yeah, man. You know,
that's because what's on Thursday?
Yeah.
So, but look, we're gonna end it for the night. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're gonna try and maybe get something tomorrow. Y'all know I'm gonna be out for the weekend, but we got a lot of shit planned, man. We still gonna make sure we got Rolly Romero versus Javante Davis for Saturday, so we got the Fluence line, so we're gonna make sure we still get that popping. Tomorrow we're gonna see what we got. We're gonna see what we got. We're gonna see what we can make work out. But check out Friday. Look for Friday, because I'm like, if anything, if we're gonna do any other podcast, you're just gonna have to host it, Zien, and just bring me in and we can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be down. You always know.
Right. All right,
Salute, appreciate you, R West. Salute everybody up in here, Ebony Sweet, everybody that came up in this thing. I know I'm missing one. Salute you, Max. Appreciate you being up in here. So as always, man, keep supporting the channel, man. You already know what we're doing, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. Appreciate y'all, fam. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
You know, keep trucking, man.
All day, always. You know what I'm saying? We out of here. Salute to the people.